Hi, thanks for coming to Vibe with me. I'm here to do a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is a bonus reading that I'm doing for the full moon in Scorpio. It is a pink super moon. For those of you who do not know, I am a Scorpio, so this energy of this Scorpio full moon has been very powerful, very intense. It's just a really special energy, so I decided to do these extra bonus readings for the Scorpio full moon for you. This is intended to be messages, clarification, and guidance for the Sagittarius energy. So I did pre-meditate and pre-shuffle your oracle messages here in Sagittarius. We are going to get right in. Please remember to take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Sagittarius, your first card out is 11. Take off your mask. Stop trying to appear different to who you really are. It's time to take off your mask and be the real you. You cannot get the love and attention you are craving by pretending to be someone you are not. Why are you so frightened to be honest with yourself and others? Do you feel that you will lose friends and opportunities by showing others your imperfections, fears, and vulnerabilities? Are you constantly doing things to please others, even if doing these things do not work for you? This card indicates that you need to take time to get to know yourself and what is important in your life. You will know that you are evolving when other people's judgments of you no longer impact you. If you have an incredible talent, believe in yourself. Don't hide your greatness because others feel envious or resentful. Remember, every great leader had people who loved them and believed in them, as well as those who doubted and disliked them. These cards ask for you to take an action, Sagittarius, and the action this card is asking you to take is take a few deep breaths and focus on your body. Reflect upon in which areas of your life you are wearing masks and not being authentic. Think of different situations that make you feel vulnerable. Imagine taking off the masks that you wear and speaking honestly with kindness to a particular person who intimidates you. Take back your power. Give yourself permission to be real and to say what you mean from a place of gentleness and compassion. And Sagittarius, you're the only one that got two of these cards. My intention was just to get one of these, but these went so beautifully together, and I felt like it was must be a message, both of these, because they're so similar, and I feel like it's intended for Sagittarius to hear both of these messages. So you got two of these. The other is 31, unleash your creativity. So take off your mask as well as unleash your creativity. Your creative talents and abilities are your most powerful assets. Allow your imagination to roam without limits and access new ideas without judging them. It is time for you to be innovative and birth unique creations. If you are feeling stuck, get up and move, try new things, meet new people, read books, paint, etc. Concentrate on the area of your life where you need to be creative. Are you a great singer who needs to share your talents with others? Do you have an affinity for gardening? Can you tell powerful stories? Are you technically minded? Can you whip up an amazing meal? What is your special flavor of creativity? Whatever it is, give yourself permission and the time to be innovative. The more creative you allow yourself to be, the more fulfilled you are going to feel. And this, as well as asking for you to take an action, and the action it's asking for you to take is focus on a challenge. Ask yourself, is this true, or are other points of view? Is this true, or are there other points of view I can adopt in relation to this issue? Take some pencils and pens and draw these options without judging or limiting them. Then stand up and ask your higher intelligence to show you new ways of doing things. Put on some music and dance. When the song ends, ask yourself, what other possibilities and creative ideas can I access? Take a pen and paper and write them down. I really want both of these up here. No, we're not going to fit them. Right, Sagittarius, you also got 20, abundance. There's always enough. There's actually overflow. Open up to receive, believe, and you shall receive. Release that you have everything, realize that you have everything you need. Practice appreciation. Be happy with what you got and celebrate. (42) Release, real ease. Time to let go, surrender. You got 26, surrender. How synchronistic is this? Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Let go of what you no longer need. Stop being so stubborn and holding on to aspects and behaviors that don't align with who you are now. Stop struggling. It took me a long time to realize that surrendering was a positive thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mean that giving up kind of surrender. I mean the, okay, it's time for me to hand this over type of surrender. For those of us who are highly independent and used to doing things quite ably on our own, admitting we need assistance or that we might indeed have to let something go for our betterment can be challenging. Letting go and surrendering admits or exposes a vulnerability or two. To surrender, we may need to show our underbelly. We may need to admit we got it wrong, made a mistake, grew a bad habit, surrounded ourselves with people that are not good for us. It can make us feel raw in our realization. Remember this. This moon phase is dark and beautiful. It casts a protective shadow that allows us to be as wide open as we need to be to do our work. We reveal safely to only the divine and ourselves, and then the light returns. Oh, Sagittarius, you are enough. You are good enough. And it's a full moon in Virgo. And I know this reading is specifically for the full moon in Scorpio, but it's full moon energy, which means that it's significant with this full moon synchronicity. You are good enough. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far, and drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Additional meanings for this card. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second-guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. It's the time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. In Sagittarius, you got 3 of these next cards, starting off with 3, strategy, red fox. Work through a strategy to get what you want. This is a time of transformation, so do not hide what you really are. Be a part of nature, not apart from nature. Be patient, your opportunity will come. Fox magic is transformative, and foxes can help you find the best way to get through any puzzling or difficult situation. "17, Wolf, authenticity. Discover who you really are by revealing your authenticity. This is always the best way. We all resonate a frequency, so if you are pretending to be someone you are not, you will keep attracting people with whom you do not resonate. It is necessary to negotiate a position with others sometimes, and there should be no anxiety about differences in opinion. Call upon the wolf when you wish to be all you can be in the fullness of your own authenticity. While you do not have to be alone, being confident to live your life on your own terms very much embodies the energy of wolves. Wolf energy is also highly protective, and you can call upon it in workings where you may feel fearful or wish for a protective ally. And your final message here, Sagittarius, is hyena, 38, fear. Examine your fears, especially the fear of difference, of the unknown, and of death. There may be an abandonment of something, a belief, a person, a place. Remember that because something is strange doesn't mean that it cannot be beautiful or good. We all have a job to do. We all have our own genius. Be sure you have the correct information to have a truthful understanding. Hyena magic is complex and is a living tradition. The hyena is its own sacred deity, much like the coyote is in the Native American tradition, although it is perhaps darker in nature. Hyenas are tricksters, boundary riders, and the bringers of mystery, and are important in funerary rituals. For some, hyena magic also extends to the integration and balance of masculine and feminine energies. Sagittarius, I want to start off by saying this message of, this is a combination or it's 2 groups, but this message for you, Sagittarius, is asking you to step into your authenticity, step into who you are. Remove the masks and trust that who you are is who you're supposed to be, and that you are good enough. So release the fear and truly step into your authenticity. It's also asking you to unleash your creativity, right? So for some of you, you need to remove the mask and unleash your creativities. Some of you just need to unleash your creativities, and some of you need to take off the masks. But either way, whether it's one or the other or the combination of the 2, this is going to bring a release. It's going to bring a release, a surrender, a surrendering of, this is who I am, and I'm not scared to show who I am. I'm not scared to show my face. And being confident in yourself, because you need, it's asking you to really get to know yourself deeply, to know who you are and what you want. If you have some incredible talent, if you have some special creative thing that you're capable of doing. Go out and accomplish it. Be the real you, right? Stop pretending to be someone that you're not, whether it's because you're scared to show who you are, you have a fear of showing who you are, or you're just scared to be authentic. You don't think you're good enough. Or are you trying to please others? Or do you think that you have or do you have a fear that you're not perfect, or you have some sort of imperfection? Do you think that the people around you might dislike you or might doubt you? Don't limit your beliefs, right? Allow your imagination to roam without limits. Access new ideas without judging. If you release the fears, release the pretending, remove the mask, surrender to who you really are, to be the real you, and not be in fear of who you really are, right? Remove the mask, and it's going to bring bright abundance. Once you do that release, you're going to step from one to the other. It's like you're going to transition, transform. Sagittarius, I feel like you are holding back, showing your identity, something about you, who you are, or a creative side that you want to go after. And this message is deeply telling you to release the fear. It's time to let go. It's time to surrender. There's always enough. There's always going to be people out there that like you and dislike you. But stand in your authenticity. Believe and you shall receive. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate your authenticity. And surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Surrendering means stop holding on. Stop holding on to what's no longer necessary, those doubts, those disbeliefs. Surrender, let go, because you are enough. You have everything that you need, because you already are enough. So don't be overcritical. Stop the worrying. Try to find the balance. Stop second guessing yourself. So right now is the time to be examining your fears, examining the fear of being different, the fear of unleashing your creativity and what others might think, or if you're not good enough, because you are good enough. You are good enough. Sagittarius, go for it. Discover who you really are. Reveal your authenticity. We all resonate at a different frequency, and the frequency that you resonate at is different. It's special, and it's unique, and it's meant to be seen. This is a time of transformation, of discovering who you are, removing the mask, unleashing your creativity, releasing, surrendering, so that you can become abundant. Abundance will flow to you once you release, once you realize that you are good enough and you step into that authenticity and show who you are to the world and your uniqueness. The abundance will flow to you, Sagittarius. I hope you got some sort of message, clarification, and guidance from this bonus full moon in Sagittarius reading. Please let me know in the comments how it resonated, if you liked it. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you part of my community. I'd be grateful for that support. You can also follow me over on Instagram as well as Facebook at Vibe With Me Tarot. Sagittarius, surrender, release, show everybody who you are. Unleash that creativity. Show everybody your beautiful uniqueness. Don't have fear because you already are enough. Go for it. Thank you for being here, Sagittarius.